arms stretched out. Now, I don't know if Jesus needed to stretch out his arms in order to calm the sea, but it does make me think of another time that Jesus stretched out his arms. And we use this picture in Sunday school. Now, this is a time when Jesus said, "Stop, no more. Enough with sin, enough darkness, enough of the chaos, enough of those things that seek to harm you." Jesus said, "Stop, no more. It's enough." And then when he rose again, all of those things were defeated forever. And so this week, if you catch yourself with jumbled up feelings and you just want to say, "Stop, no more. No more missing my friends. No more missing my teachers. No more missing out on activities. Stop. No more people getting sick. Stop. No more people being hungry. Stop. No more." I want you to realize and remember that Jesus has already demonstrated power and authority over all of those things. That Jesus knows those feelings and wants to give you peace. He wants to calm those storms inside of you. And then this week, if you think you want to share some of that peace with someone else, what if you gave a hug? Because I think that that also looks a lot like Jesus saying, "Peace, I give you my peace," and a whole lot like I love you. Friends, we love you so much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
All right, you guys ready to worship? Are you ready? Remember, you can sing as loud as you want. Nobody can hear you. But he does inhabit the praise of his people. Amen? Woo! We haven't done this one in a while. I've missed doing this song. Brand new.
Fountain of the deep, hear you calling me. I am not afraid to follow, and I am letting go. I am letting go, feel the undertow. No more playing in the shallows. Fountain of the deep, hear you calling me. I am not afraid to follow. Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all, it's all or nothing. Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all, it's all or nothing. Oh, 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 oh.
All right, sing with me now. Wash away my sin, raise me up again. I am a new creation. In grace and power and love, baptizing me. What a wonderful salvation.
Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all, it's all or nothing. Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all, it's all or nothing. Oh, 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 overtake me, so amazing. And overtake me, so amazing. Overtake me, so amazing. Overtake me, so amazing. Once more. Overtake me, so amazing. Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all. It's all or nothing. Oh, waterfall, I feel the rushing. I want it all. It's all or nothing. A waterfall, a waterfall. I feel the rushing. I want it all. It's all or nothing. One more time together. A waterfall. I feel the rushing. I want it all. It's all or nothing.
Father, we thank you for this day and we thank you for this time. Lord, we just lift you up. We don't understand today. We haven't really understood the past few days, but God, we know that you are present. Right where we stand, right where we sit, right where we're laying down right now. Having church in a way that is different. But what will never be different is your presence. We acknowledge your presence, God. Thank you.
I close my eyes to see my King in majesty. Your grace compels my soul to love and draw in close. I lift my hands and sing, surrender everything. In you I know I'm found. My God, to you I'm bound. Now until forever, Jesus, I surrender. Show me what I don't know, more of you. I'm desperate for your presence, longing to be with you. Lead me to a new place, more of you. Through the fire, I'll persevere. I won't submit to any fear. Where I go, you've been before. All my trust is in you, Lord. Now until forever, Jesus, I surrender. Show me what I don't know, more of you. I'm desperate for your presence, longing to All I need is you, Lord. Is you, Lord. All I need is you. All I need is you, Lord. Is you, Lord. All I need is you. All I need is you, Lord. Is you, Lord. All I need is you. All I need is you, Lord. Is you, Lord. All I need is you.
Father God, we come before you confessing that we need you. From the eye of the storm, speak to our hearts this morning. We offer you all that we are. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Ooh, those are mighty big words when you say, all I need is you, Lord. It's all I need. But there are days I feel like I need a lot more. But I know that He is more than I will ever need. Welcome. I understand that we have had some technical difficulties this morning. I apologize for that, but thank you guys for letting us know. I think we're up and running, it looks like. Yep, I think we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see what they're telling me, letting me know so I can let you guys know. Yep. So we are on, okay, gotcha. Thank you guys. I think we're getting you back and going. We are on a sermon series. We've been doing a sermon series called Become the Gospel. Now, I have to be real honest with you. Going through pandemic, I literally was not sure what I felt about this series as much as I loved it. A group of people did an amazing job writing this series, but I thought, God, we're in the middle of pandemic. Are you sure what we're needing to talk about is forgiveness and being, generous? And now today, peace? Peace, really? Then, of course, when you dive in like the Holy Spirit does every time, you begin to discover how much you really do need that message. Peace. And as we begin, here's what I would like you to do. Just close your eyes for a moment, right where you are. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But close your eyes for a minute, and I want you to ask yourself this question. What does peace look like? What does peace look like? What does that look like to you today? For me, today, peace looks extremely different than it did 2 months ago. The way I envision peace right now, I will never envision it the way I used to. I want everyone to get along. I want restaurants to be able to open, but I want them to be able to open because it's safe. I want grocery stores and malls to open because it's safe. I want to wear my mask as much as I hate it because I know that when I do, I protect other people. Peace for me now looks very different. What does peace look like to you? You can open your eyes now. It's summer and it's spring in my house. So what that usually means is we're getting ready to go to the lake house, and that's our favorite place. Particularly my kid. He and I and Jeff, we love to go to the lake. And we have his whole life. And at the lake, we have a wave runner. And through the years, Owen and I have developed a routine of getting on the wave runner together. And we go to a certain part of the lake. It's our very favorite part. And from where our cove is to get to where we like to go, it's about a 20-minute journey. It's a beautiful journey, though. And it's kind of on what you would kind of like right on this coastline. And it looks like the ocean, but it's just a giant lake. But it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful area. And for the past probably 7 years, Owen and I have watched this gorgeous home that's being built. So we head over there and we go and see what the improvement is from year to year as they add on and what they're doing. And so like any other time, it started out with Owen in front of me and me driving. Then as he's gotten older, he's in front of me and now he's driving. Oh goodness, y'all need to have prayer. But we have this routine every single time that we go out. It's making sure, all of our safety gear is on and our life vests are on. And so we've got our routine down. But this particular time Owen and I headed out, we got to our destination and it was gorgeous and beautiful. And like any time that you are on a lake, it can be sunny one minute and a storm can roll in the next. So while we are out there, we weren't paying any attention probably like we should have. And about the time we turn around and we're getting ready to head back, we look up and we're in the storm. We're in the storm. And we both get this look like, how did that happen? 15 minutes ago, we didn't have a storm. And where we happen to be, the waves get pretty high. They're around you pretty good, and you have to jump waves when it happens that way on the Wave Runner. And so our motto that particular morning was, hold on tight and stay on. Hold on tight and stay on. So as we were coming back, it took us way longer than 20 minutes to get back. In the middle of that storm, we stayed close to the bank as close as we could without hitting a barge. And then we just kept moving around, and it literally took Owen and I about 35 minutes to get back. Of course, my son thinks it's hilarious because he's bouncing me around on the back. But all I'm doing is sitting there holding on tight and trying to stay on until we made it back to the cove. It was a scary moment. Then when we got back, all my son could do was laugh at his mother. He thought that was hilarious. I didn't think it was so funny. But what is it like to be in that storm in your life? Are you holding on right now and feeling like you're about to fall off? We can't. We have to hold on and we have to stay on. That's what today's scripture is about. It comes from Matthew chapter 8, starting at verse 23. If you have your phone or your Bible, pull it out and follow with me. When Jesus got into a boat, his disciples followed him. A huge storm arose on the lake, so that waves were sloshing over the boat. But Jesus was asleep. They came and woke him, saying, "Lord, rescue us. We're going to drown." He said to them, "Why are you afraid? You people of weak faith." Then he got up and gave orders to the winds and the lake, and there was a great calm. The people were amazed and said, "What kind of person is this? Even the winds and the lake obey him." I was sure hoping the winds and the lake were obeying him the day that Owen and I were there. Have you ever been in that situation? Maybe it's really not a lake, but maybe right now for you, you feel like you're in that storm. Here's what I'm learning through this process. You can still know peace without knowing what comes next. You can still know peace without knowing what comes next. It's okay to give yourself permission to have good days and bad days. It's okay to jump on that roller coaster with me of my good days and my bad days. How many can agree? Jump on this roller coaster with me. But I do want to point out one thing. Why in the world is the first thing the disciples do is jump on, "We gonna die"? Why did they do that? Hello? They've got Jesus on the boat with them. But the first thing they say is, we're going to drown here. We're going to die. I'm thinking to myself, does that sound familiar right now? Have I been that person that on those days that I'm feeling low, and it's okay to give yourself permission to feel that, but have I been that person where Jesus is with me and I'm like, what's happening here? We're going to die. And there's Jesus laying right there. And constantly he says to us, hold on tight and stay on. Faith and peace go hand in hand. To know faith is to know peace, and to know peace is to know faith. It really is that simple. Why? Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, but yet it's the evidence of things not seen. We can't see it. That doesn't mean, though, that God isn't working. You can't see peace either. And sometimes peace isn't something you always feel. It's something you've got to know that God is doing and that God is working in the midst of. So just because you can't see what's next doesn't mean there isn't peace. Peace can look very different. We don't need to know how. We don't need to know when. We just need to remember he's on the boat. Jesus always reminds us that he is still on the boat with us. Did you know that? Jesus always reminds us that he is still on the boat with us. Every day, Jesus reminds us he is on the boat. Look at your neighbor if someone's in there with you, your husband, your kids, and say, he's on the boat with us. He's on the boat with us. Jesus also reminded them, this is the hard part. O ye of little faith. Jesus was tired, and they woke him up. I don't know about you, but if you woke me up from a deep sleep to tell me we're going to die and I'm sitting here in the boat, Jesus was worn out. He'd been praying a whole lot. I think he wanted to get on the boat instead of walking around just so he could rest. Not even COVID can stop all that God has for your life. Not even COVID can stop what God has for Lovers Lane United Methodist Church. Not even COVID can stop what God has for the United Methodist Church. Not even COVID can stop what God has for all of his churches. Yes, does it feel different? Absolutely. Does it look different? Absolutely. But what about your call? What about your ministry? What about what God has for you? No, it's not any different. Or maybe you're just sick of all this. You're yelling at Jesus right now going, get up. I'm done with COVID. I'm done with Rona. I'm over this. Get up, Jesus. We're going to die. And he says, hold on tight and stay on. Jesus says peace one more time and reminds us that he is still in the boat with us. He reminds us that he will never leave us or forsake us. And just because we feel a certain way, and just because the news tells us a certain thing, and just because we don't know what numbers are real and what numbers are not real anymore, it really doesn't matter because he's in the boat with us. He's in the boat with us. And every day he just says one more time, hold on and stay on. We will get through this. Just because Jesus is in the boat, too, doesn't mean that storms aren't going to come. Sometimes I feel like, hey, as long as I get Jesus, it's going to be okay because everything's going to be calm. That's just not the case. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but it's the presence of God. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but it is the presence of God. I trust you, God, and I know your grace is going to get me through. Your grace is enough. Your peace that passeth all understanding. But did you get that line? All our understanding. There's no way we will ever comprehend or understand the peace of God. So when he says hold on and stay on, that's what we do. But sometimes we have to let go with our might. Because it's not by our might, but it's by his power and his strength. It's by his power and his strength. When I was a kid, there used to be this song that sang, or went like this. It said, I know the master of the wind. I know the maker of the rain. He can make the storms calm and the sun to shine again. I know the master of the wind. You and I, we know the master. In Exodus, we are reminded over and over through the wars and the battles, God is fighting for me. All I have to do is be still. You can become discouraged during this time. And you can feel like all the feels you can possibly feel. But peace that God gives is something the world can't take away. COVID can't take it away. Rona can't take it away. The loss of a job can't take it away. Trying to figure out where tomorrow's finances are going to come from. Or maybe you're in a relationship crisis. Maybe you're in a place that you didn't get to end. Maybe you're sitting at home right now and you go, you don't know how hard it is for me at home, and you're right. But God does. He's on the boat with you. The peace of God says, stop worrying. I got you. But you have to trust me. The peace of God says, you belong to me and I am sitting on the boat with you. The peace of God says, I never said there would never be a storm, but I did say, peace be still. Because God is the creator of it all. So hold on tight and stay on. We will get through this. And when you're in that storm and you're on that lake like Owen and I were that day, like the disciples were, and it's scary, and you're thinking, oh no, but you can't see what I can see, and you don't feel what I feel, and you don't know what I know, you're right. But God does, because he's in the boat with you. God does. What I always find, though, is that these disciples were the same disciples that had been with him on a journey, had seen him raise the dead, turn water to wine, feed the 5,000 with leftovers, and they still go, Lord, where are you? Are we going to make it? You're going to make it. We're all going to make it. Father, I thank you. I thank you for your peace. I thank you for a peace, God, that only you can give. Right where we are, we know that you are there, you are present. We know that you have and never will let go. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Sing this with me. I don't want to be afraid every time I face the waves. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid. And I don't want to fear the storm just because I hear the roar. I don't want to fear the storm. I don't want to fear the storm. Peace be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Oh, peace be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Oh, you speak. I'm not gonna be afraid, 'cause the waves are only waves. I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm not gonna be afraid. And I'm not gonna fear the storm. You are greater than the war. I'm not gonna fear the storm. I'm not gonna fear it all. And peace be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till you're dancing in the deep. And peace be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust your voice that speaks. Oh, you speak. You speak. You speak. You speak to me. I don't want to be afraid. Thank you, Lord. I don't want to be afraid when the storm clouds come. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid. And I don't want to fear the storm just because I hear the roar. I don't want to fear the storm. I don't want to fear the storm. Amen. Father, we don't want to fear the storm. We know that you are on the boat with us. All we have to do is hold on tight and stay on. So God, we're holding on to you, and we're holding tight, and we are going to stay on because we know that we are on this ride with you, God. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Thank you so much. In your precious and your holy name. Thank you, God. Thank you, Pastor Randall, for being our on-call pastor today. We love you and we thank you. Ooh. He's on the boat with you. When you're having one of those roller coaster days and it's the low day, remember, yep, he's on the boat with me. All I have to do is hold on tight and stay on. We ask you to please help and continue to give. Thank you for all that you've been doing. You have been wonderful, Crosswalk. You have helped us out so much. We ask you to continue to dig deep and help us. There are several ways that you can do that. You can mail a check to us, obviously at 9200 Inwood Road, Dallas, Texas. That's an easy way if you want to do snail mail. You can also go to our website at llumc.org/give. That's another easy way to give as well. And then you can also text us. You can text the word LLUMC to 77977. That's LLUMC to 77977. Thank you for continuing to give. We love you. We thank you. And we want you to know, hold on. Hold on tight and stay on. God is with us. in this boat, and we will get through this. We love you, and we thank you so much. If you need anything, don't hesitate to text, email, or call us. We love you, and God bless.
From Lovers Lane United Methodist Church, it's good to be with you. Now is a time more than ever that we are all seeking for a word of hope and a melody of inspiration. So to that end, the Lovers Lane United Methodist Church Music Ministry is presenting a live concert of hope on May 3rd at 5 o'clock. That's Sunday night. We hope that you'll join us online at our website, llumc.org/live, or on our Facebook or YouTube pages. This is an opportunity for you to hear words that will evoke a tear of joy, a smile of remembrance, or that warm feeling of your heart that brings peace and confidence. The music will be performed by our talented soloists, Alyssa Barnes, Brooke Clark Gibson, Aaron Roth Thomas, Ryan McDonald, Brandon Gibson, and yours truly on the piano. This is a time when we can remind ourselves through this beautiful music that truly no one is alone and that God truly has the whole world in God's hands. Please join us Sunday, May 3rd, 5 o'clock p.m. online. We'll be so glad to perform for you and to experience this blessing with you. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Reagan Gilliland, and I'm one of the associate pastors here at Lovers Lane United Methodist Church. And here at Lovers Lane, we've been actively involved in food ministry. And at Lovers Lane, we've been able to distribute over 31,000 pounds of food, and over 6,000 individuals have been recipients of our fresh produce. This week, I had someone text say, "Hey, can one of my caregivers come and receive your produce?" And I said, absolutely, this is open to anyone. Now, we know that the needs of our community are great right now, and there's a lot of ways that people are wanting to help and trying to fill the needs of those in our community that are struggling right now. And so here at Lovers Lane, we want to give that opportunity for you to help and give. There's many of us that maybe are not as stressed right now and feel like we can give. And some of us are getting help from other funds and other ways. And so we want to be able to pay that forward, because as the church, we know that our responsibility is to love our neighbor. Whether you want to give to our food ministry or you want to give to our church to make sure that we can fill the needs of our community, we are encouraging people to do so. And there's many ways to do that here at Lovers Lane. You can send a check here to Lovers Lane, 9200 Inwood Road, Dallas, Texas, 75220. Or you can go online to llumc.org/give, where you can see there's different ministries you can give to, the food ministry being at the top and then the other ministries after that. Or you can text LLUMC to 77977, where you can set up a one-time gift or a recurring gift. God bless you. We are so excited and so privileged and so humbled to be in ministry alongside of all of you.
Today I'm going to show y'all how to make whipped coffee. It is the bomb. You need a tablespoon of instant coffee, a tablespoon of sugar, you need a tablespoon of hot water. If you like chocolate, I love chocolate, you can put some chocolate syrup in this before you mix it all together, and you could put as much as you want. You could just keep pouring. Now I'm going to use this handy dandy mixer. Its name is Walter. Make sure you plug it in, because I forgot to plug it in, so always a good start. And then you just start mixing. You want it to look like milk chocolate, basically. That's kind of the goal. Now, since one of my lifelong dreams is to work at Starbucks, because I'm in love with coffee, I feel the need to make my glass look cool, so I put chocolate around the rim. I just feel like it gives it a really cool aesthetic. Milk. You pour the milk in about 3/4 of the way. So now you take all the things you mix together, and you put them into your cup that has milk. You want to stir for a good amount of time, like a good amount of time. Get a bunch of ice from your freezer and you put it in. You could put as much ice as you want, and it really doesn't matter. I just like to make it, well, that's really full. I like to make it full, but this is very full. I like chocolate. I put some more on the top. And now, it is ready. I miss y'all so much, and I hope that if you decide to make this, you have fun while you make it.
Hello kids with special abilities. Today I would like to share with you something my friend Becca, who also has special ability, sent me in my mailbox. Look at this box full of colorful rocks. She made it herself for all of us. And today I want you to help me pray. I'm gonna pick one word in this box and I would like for you to help me pray. Would you help me pray for hope? For people who are tired and feel hopeless, give them hope and joy. For people who are hungry, give them food. For people who are afraid, give them courage. Amen.
Hey, preschool and kindergarten friends. I'm so excited to be with you today. Today, we're going to talk about peace. And I have a song that talks all about peace. And it also has a bunch of water in it, just like the story we heard about Jesus today, calming the sea. So we're going to sing today. But my song also has movement. So I invited a couple of helpers to help me today. So I asked Max and Molly if they would come and help out today to show you the movements that go with this really fun song. So the first thing you need to know is that our song starts with the word peace. So we're going to say, I've got peace like a river. And that's what you need to know at the beginning. So you guys ready to show it to them? Mm-hmm. Here we go. We're going to sing, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Nice job. The second verse says, I've got love like an ocean. Guys, show them what we do when we say ocean. You're going to hop on your surfboards and you're going to surf on the ocean. So get ready for that. Ready, guys? Okay. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. And the third verse says this, I've got joy like a fountain. And we're going to be a really fancy fountain today. So Molly and Max, show them your best like fancy spitting water fountain pose. Yes, so good. So get ready with your best fountain posing pose and show us your best fountain of joy today. Okay, and show me your joy face right here. Ready, guys? Here we go. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Okay, now we're going to put all three together. We're going to start with peace, then love, then joy in one verse. Let's see if you can do it. You guys ready? Yeah. Okay, here we go. I've got peace like a river. I've got love like an ocean. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got love like like an ocean. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Awesome job. Let's take the whole song and put it all together from beginning to end. First verse, joy. Second verse, love. Third verse, what was the third verse? I made that up. First verse, peace. Second verse, love. Third verse, joy. And last time, all three together. Here we go from the top, guys. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got love like an ocean. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got love like an ocean. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Guys, I hope you have peace. I hope you have love, and I hope you have joy this week as you go about everything you have to do. Thanks to Max and Molly for helping today. You guys are fantastic, and we will see you guys next week.